Some people call me Maurice. We gotta clear that. It's almost like spring out here. It's supposed to snow tomorrow.
Now that the driveway is cleared.
Oh, you see that morel?
Mm-hmm.
Hello, Americans, and other friends, subscribers around the world.
Back again.
So you're gonna need to raise your. I know you don't yet.
Back again. Is that better?
Oh yeah. I just had some. Whoa! Rocks in the road. Rocks in the road. Watch the potholes. I just had somebody say, it's a regular viewer saying they couldn't hear. So I know a lot of people don't like these traveling videos, and we're cruising along, and the van's pretty quiet, so.
Yeah.
Anyway, man, we thought we'd do a. First, we'll start off with a little story. Like a story, Miss Kitty?
It depends on what kind of story it is.
Well, it's about you, baby.
Okay.
So, man, it's been a long time, but used to watch the, some of the van life videos and stuff like that, over the years. And then, really, I think since Mom passed away, man, I've watched, Brian, Adventure Van Man. I've watched him since the beginning. And he actually, I think he started doing videos a little while after us. Man, the battery's about dead already.
Yes, it has.
So you better change that.
Yeah, let me
now.
take care of this stuff. You just drive.
Whoa! Change the batteries.
Change the battery now?
Well, it's gonna go daily. Alright, so that changed the battery. This one ain't charged all the way up either. They end up having to go to the GoPro before this is over. Anyway, man, back to Venture Van Man. And man, if you haven't checked him out, dude, it's Brian's probably he's the real deal, man. The closest thing, before. Oh man, nothing against anybody's stuff,
no.
Man. We've seen it happen with the homesteading, and I watched it happen to the van life stuff. Man, like I said, you get a bunch of kids to
just a flood of people.
Just a flood of humans, man, putting so much money into their, now it's turned into this my van or RV or whatever is better than, let's have the biggest and baddest,
it's not a competition.
No, it's not a competition, it's a lifestyle.
Right.
It's a lifestyle that, we did when we started doing our videos, was doing the homesteading, calling it the homesteading. Dude, we still to this day live in an RV. We live in a 1949 Vagabond.
You might have a couple shacks here and there.
Yeah, and I got shacks and all that, man. I got my home base.
Mm-hmm.
And I talked about it here, a week ago or something. And we hadn't even really thought about it when we were doing it. But when I bought that motorhome, it's like, dude, we just fulfilled a lifelong dream that we've had for...
Yeah, back when we were full-time RVers.
Absolutely.
All we wanted was a home base.
Yep, it's a home base to, to hide out in, basically, because you get... I'll tell you what, man, that life on the road and, camping in the... Man, we did the Walmarts, we did the potholes. Lots of BLM, lots of Forest Service, mostly Forest Service for us. That one time we broke down, and we broke down for 3 weeks in the National Forest. I figured out how to fix thought we were going to have to homestead there.
Yeah.
It went on for a long time.
Yeah, but when you're living that life on the road, whether you're in a van or an RV, whatever you're doing, and something happens, just something in life, it doesn't have to be a particular event, but even if you just get a cold, you're sick, you've already been there for your allotted time of stay, whatever, you don't have anywhere to be.
Well, especially, man, if you get a big cold like coronavirus, if you get the Rona or you get the flu or... Right.
You have another medical issue, anything, break your leg, just things like that. You're pretty much committed to
Right. Like,
being
man,
in your
remember
vehicle.
when I had the first time I ever had gout? We were
Yes.
living in the motorhome.
Yes.
Man, we were living in the motorhome and had just finished up. You know, because man, when we were living in the motorhome, we were traveling around. Not only were we living in a motorhome, we were pulling a little cargo trailer and setting up at flea markets and antique shows.
Yeah.
And
There was no option of making money online at that time.
yeah, there was no online. Yeah, I mean, there was, but it would be so
It was
expensive.
dial-up.
Yeah, we didn't have phones or none of that. You know,
No.
that's, you watch this stuff. I mean, now, dude, I can throw my dang phone up here on the dash and watch TV.
While you drive down the road.
Right, man. We had a VHS TV, a 12-volt TV with a VHS in it, and that's how we watched, you know, movies and all that kind of stuff. We didn't have the convenience. That was one of the things we were watching. Oh, one of them this morning, and there was actually somebody. Well, what's the ones we just found from his? What's the name of their
economic
refugees RV. Man, we just love them. And they're actually, Brian got them to start doing videos. I didn't even know they had a channel, and we've been watching. Because like I said, I hadn't watched Venture Van Man in, man, it's been years, man. I just hadn't, you know, kind of just
got busy with life.
Yeah, got busy with life, doing my thing, you know. And then when I did have the time to watch videos, it would be, you know, man, some of your guys's, our viewers, and whatever the heck we got, you know, a lot of fishing, mushroom hunting, and, you know, the homesteading, you know, like I said, it's kind of went the same way as
yeah, it's just,
they did it before.
Yeah.
You know, when we first started doing the homesteading, kind of like with Brian and the van life, you know, there was very few doing the videos and all that stuff, and the same things going on. Yeah, nothing against any of it, dude. All the power to you. There's so many people on YouTube now that are just trying to make money, where I feel like our goals with the YouTube is the same as, you know, as Venture Van Man's. Man, we're just
sharing our lives.
Yeah, sharing our lives, man. Showing our adventure in life, you know, and the ups and downs, and you know, we don't pretend to be anything we ain't, and all that. So you need to go over and check out, man. If you've never watched any of the van life or any of that, man, just go over and check out Adventure Van Man. Tell him Idaho Hillbilly says howdy. But we've never met up. He's actually been in the same areas, but I've never met him in person or anything like that, man.
Yeah.
Maybe
I don't
someday.
think he spends too much time in the
No, he's about like us too, man. He ain't much into.
Yeah, but I don't think he's in the Pacific Northwest too much, is he?
Oh yeah, he is. That one time he hooked up with that dude in Boise.
Oh, in Boise?
Yeah.
Oh.
Like, man, they went up towards Atlanta.
Oh.
Yeah, remember? It's been
I
years
do.
ago,
Yeah,
dude.
that was
Probably
a while.
3, 4, 5 years ago or something like that.
Yeah, I don't know if that's where I would have taken him.
Well, I might have taken him up there, but that dude's, you know, he was, I don't know if he's got a channel or whatever, but he wasn't. Because Brian went and ended up hanging out at his apartment or whatever. Now we're just discussing it, man. Yeah. It's just funny because we've been watching it quite a bit. We've been having morning coffee, watching it for the past week or something. Yeah. And then, you know, watching his channel, especially since my mom's passed away, you know, because, man, up till when Mom passed away, especially with everything crazy going on in the world, man, anything to escape. Because I get up in the morning, and the first thing I do is check to see if, you know, they're sending a nuke over our way yet. And then after that, man, he relaxes me a lot more. But, you know, and yeah, his videos about, you know, living the van life or the nomad life. But he goes on hikes and bike rides and nature walks and hike. I mean, dude, it's just.
He'll even show you what he's cooking for dinner.
Oh yeah, he always cooks on every video. You should start doing that, just kidding. From now on, every video you're gonna end with cooking. But anyway, man, I just wanted to touch on that's what we're up to today. Right now, we're headed up to McCALL, Idaho. Actually going up to pick up, they got that K-Slide kit, We're addicted, man.
K-Slide sale. That's another great thing about having a home base is that you can stock up on things.
We're actually headed up, we're picking up, I called them yesterday, make sure they had it and to hold it back for us. 100 pounds of pork.
97 cents a pound.
97 cents a pound, and half of it's for Kevin and McCALL's wedding. Because Miss Kitty and whoa, don't you keep giving me this. Slow down. This is my road.
You were lead footing it.
Dude, start getting on my nerves. And she don't care. But Miss Kitty, and then is McCALL cooking something too? And is it her mom or something?
We haven't made the final plans on preparation.
They're getting married. They're not getting married till end of August or something. But anyway, man, at this price, we're just gonna pick it up and freeze it.
Pulled pork sandwiches.
Yep, but they're doing pulled pork. Then there's gonna be 3 or 4 different kinds of pulled pork sandwiches. So that ought to be fun. I love me a pulled pork sandwich. So, but this deal on the pork, man, we figured with the times and everything going on as crazy as it is, man, get it while you get it. Now along that lines of everything, man, I sure hope y'all are stocking up and the world is going crazy. I was actually reading, and then I listened to one of the shows or whatever, man, talking about the wheat, the shortage of wheat that we're gonna have, and which that leads into, you know, feed for the animals and everything. And we were planning on getting chickens and turkeys this spring, and I just told Kitty this morning, I was like, dude, with all this stuff going on with Russia and the shortages and all that, man, I'm not. That'd be great to have, but if you can't get the food to feed them,
right?
You know, and I mean, yeah, they can feed, you know,
they can free range
on our place for, you know, a few months, you know, not but once the snow like right now and all that.
Come winter time, then what do you do?
And if you can't get chicken feed, or the chicken feed that you can get so expensive, that's not going to pay
feasible.
So I think at this point right now we are planning, man, we're talking gardens and stuff this morning too, which we'll show you all that as we go along, but we're going to concentrate on, you know, the main things that we can put up and store, is that, you know, instead of getting fancy with it or trying new things. Yes.
But a storage garden.
Yep, absolutely.
Right.
You know, so that will definitely be showing you all that as we go along, you know, and then who knows what the weather and all that stuff's going to be. It is. Oh, man. Now you know why I watch, I've been watching vanlife and NOMAD type of shows. Because, man, you watch any of that other dude, you will get so stressed out, you will not get nothing done.
Yeah, I think that's what your brother was doing yesterday.
Yeah, because my brother calls me. Actually, I was already in bed, man. He called. I don't even know what time it was, man. He was late and left me a message, and I think he's been watching too much dang news.
Well, it does. You watch it and you do.
You start thinking, thinking about what you should do and this and that, you know, and all that crap.
How to be prepared.
Yeah, damn, man, to be down in the cities and all that stuff. Crap, dude. Watch my speed. This kid even getting crazy.
You feel that whoop, 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 whoop.
I was going the speed limit.
I know. I'm so impressed. I'm so proud of you.
Gee, thanks. Thanks, Mom. Anyway, so we're headed up there to do that, and then we're going to meet, actually going to meet our son for lunch. It's his lunch break, about 45 minutes. I did a couple of junk shops.
Today's supposed to be our cooking day.
Yeah, kidding her.
We're the Idaho Mountain girl.
Yeah, talk about Tevin.
Yeah, we might do that tomorrow. I don't know.
What's that? About the cooking?
Yeah, I don't know. She hasn't posted her cooking video from last week yet.
And people were waiting for that, Cara. I don't think she watched that.
Yeah, so I don't know.
She's so rude.
Yeah.
But, yeah, Cara, if you watch these, post something on it. Let's see.
I know that you got the footage because I filmed it.
Yeah. She needs to get with the dang program. But then talk about Tevin, too.
Oh, little Tevin, he's been having
about that Saturday night, or Friday night.
The what?
Friday night, when it all started.
Oh, we had him over for the night, and he kept complaining that his tummy hurt. And then that night when we went to bed, he could not sleep. It was a really rough night for all of us because he
about
was
3 hours of sleep.
Yeah, he was not comfortable. He could not get comfortable. So Mom and Dad came and got him the next day, and of course, you know, we went over all of the things that he was having, and he started doing this shiver.
That's shake.
Shiver. His tummy hurt, and it really freaked us out. No fever. Glands were swollen. So he had been, earlier in the week he had been constipated, so he had a good poo with me, and then so they took him home and shivering throughout the evening. Another bad night, couldn't sleep, took him to the doctor this morning. He had another good poo yesterday, so he's no longer constipated. But they don't know what's going on with him.
When she pops the doctor, so I'm not a big fan of doctors. The doctor came out, with some stuff or whatever to try, but nothing, no diagnosis or nothing.
Yeah, she ruled out, any kind of bowel blockage and appendicitis, that type of thing. Another thing, Tevin was saying, not just his tummy hurt, but that it was shaking. My tummy is shaking.
So he's 3.
He's 3. So they're going to try some stomach things with the diet to see if maybe he's got like stomach acid going on. I don't know.
So we're going to see what happens for a couple days. They did tell her a couple of different herbal, that's right up our line.
Yeah.
Herbal things to try, and then told Katie, man, that if he has problems again tonight, tomorrow night, then man, I need to take him to a different doctor.
And the not sleeping, not getting the rest that he needs,
put you in
it's not good for his body to heal, and the rest of the household too. If he's up, Mom and Dad are up.
Well, Katie Jo, I can tell in her voice as far as because he actually slept good from 8 or 9 o'clock last night till 2. So then it was up from 2 all the way up. At our house, man, 2 to 3 hours is all any of us slept, man. He was freaking me out.
Yeah.
And the shaking thing's the part that really, really concerns me, man, because it'd just be like, oh, man, crazy. And Cara, back when she was a teenager, had a seizure one time. That's what it is. The first time that I seen him do it, that's what it reminded me of. Man, I almost freaked the hell out.
Scary.
When it's your kids or your grandkids and you don't know what to do to fix it, man, dude, it is very scary and devastating.
Yeah.
All right, so now we're in New Meadows. That's what's going on. Now that's what you get in our life, man. We tell you all the time, dude. Whatever's going on, we just keep you in the loop. That's what Mom always say. Keep me in the loop.
Keep me in the loop.
So headed up to McCALL to meet him and maybe film a little bit more along the way. If not, then this is all you get, dude.
Buddy, still got your winter coat, huh? Hey boys, stop. No. Hey.
Hey.
So you wanted to show what was for dinner tonight?
Yeah, man, I told you we're going to start doing it. We're going to start showing our cooking every time.
Let me get this out of here.
We weren't supposed to put it in yet.
Well, I had to. I told you at 4 o'clock. It's now 5:30, So yesterday I knew that we were going to be out and about, so I made up a simple casserole. Yeah, so I've got cooked chicken, white egg noodles, peas, sauteed onions, and celery with cream of celery soup, topped with stovetop stuffing.
Oh, that sounds almost like what we had last night.
That's what I said.
Oh, you did?
Yeah. Oh, maybe I didn't say that.
I can't eat the same meal 2 nights in a row.
Well, I think that you probably can.
It's good.
Yeah.
What in the hell is going on? Let me get that pork juice around my casserole.
I think it's safe. So, Yeah, so we knew that we was going to be busy today because we had to go pick up this smoke and dill on these pork roasts. So that's what I'm doing over here. I've got the pork roast out, my bags ready. I use this pan to cut the bags because they're juicy.
I thought you were just putting them all in the freezer for now.
Well, I was going to, but they're all packed in 4s.
Okay.
So why would I want to pull out 4 roasts to cook for dinner?
Because I'm hungry.
I thought it would be...
But you already have pork roasts in the freezer?
1.
Oh.
It'd be much wiser to freeze them individually.
Those are little talking hens.
They're my little puppets.
In this thing.
Okay, so that's it? You don't want to see the food when it's done?
Oh, yeah. Do you want to see
want
the food that's done? Looks pretty good like that.
Okay. Good Lord willing, and the creeks don't rise. We'll be back again tomorrow. See ya.